Hey everyone, TAC1421 here with another Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary, and I'm starting to like Black Ops 2 a lot more now that I've played it a good deal. But I want to talk about the maps today. I want to talk about my thoughts on the maps, how the maps are played, how I play the maps, how I go about things, all that good stuff. But before I do that, two things. In the comments down below, let me know your thoughts on the maps in Black Ops 2. I really want to know your thoughts. How do you play the maps? How do you go about things and all that good stuff? But in this gameplay, I was using the MP7 with a red dot and I believe maybe another attachment. I'm not quite sure. It was a while ago. This was from my before I even Prestige. This was like the first game that I got C4s in, so you can see I'm running the two C4s, which is really not necessary in this game. You never really need to run two of any kind of attachment, not attachment, equipment, or tactical grenade, whatever you want to call them. But basically, you don't need to do this because you can just run Scavenger, and I'm probably going to use a Prestige token on Scavenger in the near future. I'm not sure, but I probably am going to, because it's definitely a really nice a perk to use. Plus, I don't really like any of the other perks, so I usually just run Scavenger on every class, and you get a level 44, so you kind of have to grind for it for a little bit. But anyways, enough about that and my class and the gameplay. This is kill confirmed. I don't know if I said that, but kill confirmed usually goes the entire 10 minutes or close to it, so I did trim this one down a little bit like I normally do, the kill confirmed gameplays, at least until I don't know if they are going to cut back on the time or the score limit, but I hope they do, because maybe at least make it like 90 or 85 or something like that, because 100 is just ridiculous and always takes the full 10 minutes, so it's kind of unfortunate. But sometimes I like it, but sometimes it's just way too long of a game. And anyways, I want to get into the topic, which is the maps, as that guy jumps off the side of the map. I thought that was funny. But maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, there's some maps I really like, and there's some maps that I hate with a fiery passion. And Cargo's one of the ones that we're playing on that I just kind of in between the two. I don't hate it, but I don't like it per se. And I think the maps in this game play really small, and a lot of that has to do with just the basic size and the dimensions of the map. Another reason is just the way that the spawns work in this game. It seems like there is always someone spawning near you, or at least within at least 5 to 10 seconds of you, so you really have to be aware. And the maps play really small, and you have to always be on your toes, which is why I have, in the recent future of me playing these games, I've tended to use a silencer a lot. I'm not using a silencer in this game, but I've tended to put a silencer in all my guns. And I've really found that the submachine guns are the best option to use in this game. A lot of people use, there's also some really good assault rifles that you can use, but I've found that the submachine guns are kind of the way to go, because you're going to have a lot of close encounters, and you can really position yourself around the map so that you can win those gunfights, and you don't have to always be around a long range of sight. It's tough to do in some maps. You kind of have to run through some areas where snipers can get you, or other assault rifles can get you pretty easily, and you die pretty fast. But in other areas, there's ways you can get around just being out in the open, and you can kind of work to your advantages. And the submachine gun's advantages are always going to be up close and personal, so that's where you want to be. Also, again, with the spawns, you want to, so the silencer, since people can spawn so close to you, I definitely think that silencer is really important, because if you'll see a lot of examples in this gameplay where I fire my gun and immediately there's going to be another teammate from the enemy team just there about to kill me. So I think it's important to have that silencer on there so that they don't know where you are. At least they don't know where you are at first. And another good thing is Ghost. You do get Ghost level 55, which is a kind of a damper on things. But I use my first Prestige token on Ghost just so that, because I think it's really important to have. And you know, I don't camp with Ghost, but I think it's important to have it on so that the enemy team doesn't know where you are, as long as you're moving, and then also have some kind of equipment, whether it's a launcher or a black hat, to take out the enemy radar UAVs. And on top of that, you get points for it, which helps you build your score streak. And how do I not kill that guy in that situation? But oh well. Anyways, just thought that was funny that I didn't kill that person, but it doesn't really matter. So I think the black hat's really a great attachment, or it's not attachment, equipment or tactical, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's important to use something like that so you don't only get some score streak going on for you, but you also have a way to destroy the enemy UAV, so that if you do have to stand still and you're running Ghost, that the enemy doesn't know where you are. That's going to be your #1 thing in this game, is to not have the enemy team know where you are, and try to keep it that way. And always move from spot to spot. Never try to stay in the same spot for too long. And always know where the enemy team is. I think it's important to run a UAV on top of that. And also watch out for those ghost people. If you look at the red dot and you see, if you try to keep in mind how many people are on the enemy team, and then try to see how many red dots you can see, and then you'll figure out how many people are running ghost and how many people you have to watch out for, other than the people on the UAV. That's always a good tip, I thought. So anyways, also it's important to I don't think dead silence is important in this game at all, because it's just, I think it's kind of non-existent. You don't really make too much noise. So I think dexterity is kind of a better way to go about things, because you can, there's so many barriers that you have to climb over. It's like Black Ops 2 should be named like Call of Duty, like Parkour Adventures or something like that, because there's just so many things you have to climb over, and so many obstacles, and so many ways to head glitch and stuff like that. I think dexterity is definitely the way to go about things, and I think it's really important. But this gameplay is wrapping up here. I think we actually do end up getting to the final limit, the 100 limit, which is pretty rare and kill confirmed, especially when you have teammates that don't go after the objective. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on the map design and stuff like that. I go 29-8 on kill confirmed cargo. Hope you enjoyed and have a great day. Peace.